someone's introduced themselves as a cisgendered woman.
Yeah,
Well, I
like
don't introduce
no,
myself as a
I don't
transgender.
introduce myself as a transgender anything or non-binary anything. I introduce myself as Lainey because that's my name. But let's give you a scenario, okay? So I'm looking at a group of like trans women and cisgender women, an assorted group of transgender and cisgender women. Okay, they're all sitting at a big table in a beer hall, and I um, have somebody at my table, right? But I'm busy doing something. I can't get up at the moment. And I tell the person at my table, hey, can you go get that woman over there in the white sweater? Do you notice how I didn't say trans or cisgender? Like I didn't say either because they're all women over there. I didn't say, can you go get that trans woman in the white sweater? And I didn't say, can you go get that cisgender woman in the white sweater? I just said, can you go get that woman over there in the white sweater?
So why
Right?
is it sexist to only accept? Why is it bigoted to only accept uh, the single definition for woman that's been used for most of human history, and that's
I don't
the
give a
most
shit what
common?
you do with the definition. Just be respectful to trans women. Like, what the fuck? Like, why is that so hard?
But why is it bigoted? I understand that, but I'm saying why is it bigoted to
It's
say?
weird to keep farting around with the dictionary definitions when there are other definitions, and you know that there are other definitions, and you know other people are using it that way. And we understand that transgender is an adjective that describes a noun, right? And the noun in this case is woman. And why is this argument never about transgender men?
Well, I mean, we can use the same exact argument for why is a trans man not a
But
man.
why is it always women, though?
Well, I mean, I'm just taking this from what is most common, right? From what is most popular, right? What is a woman?
From
That's
Matt
the
Walsh's
question of the day.
Doofass, because Matt Walsh made the Doofass documentary, and
I'm not.
yeah,
I don't know who Matt Walsh is, but
okay,
I've heard like Charlie Kirk. Yeah, but these
yeah,
are not people that I support in other opinions. But I think it's a genuine question.
it's
Well,
not. It is a
it's the
very,
thing.
very opposite of genuine question. It is literally just a means of discrediting the validity of transgender existence. That's all it's for. That's all it's for. Because cisgender men are so terrified that there's anybody out there that challenges the hierarchy of men over women and masculinity over femininity.
So is it
Do
bigoted
you
to
think that
say
you're
that there's?
protecting women in some way? Like, what is this for? Why do you care about
Well, I mean,
less
I'm an
than
academic.
1% of the
I
population?
think it's
Literally
important.
less than half a percent of the population are transgender women. Less than half a percent.
Well, I
Why does
mean,
it matter to you? How many
discourse is
trans women do
important.
you even know?
That have met a few,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. What is your definition of a friend?
I mean, I can look up the definition. It's not hard, right?
Hmm. But like, what is your definition of a friend? Can you define the word friend?
A person, um, who um, you have a bond with, I
Hmm.
guess.
Okay. I don't know that that includes everybody that might be considered a friend. I call a lot of people friend that like I don't necessarily have a close bond with, but I have a familiar acquaintance with, and I will call them friend. Is that
Sure.
valid? Can I
I think
do
the
that?
issue comes
But can I do
when,
that? Am I allowed to call that person a friend?
I mean, you can, I mean, this is the thing. I think that in conversation, we can call anyone anything, right? In
Hmm. Now,
conversation,
is it
if
my place
someone,
to invalidate how you use the word friend? Or can I just say, oh, that's how you use it. I use it in a
exactly. And
different
I
way,
think
and
that,
that's fine.
see, if someone came up to me and told me that they identified as a cat, I'm saying in person, right?
That's
Um,
not within the human qualia.
no, but if someone were to, or let me just say,
Uh-huh.
if someone were to, I wouldn't say anything. I would say, sure, you're a cat, right?
Okay.
That's so the in when you say that, okay, would you discredit? No, I wouldn't. Someone can call anyone anything, and I would accept it in conversation, right? I'm not going to be rude and start arguing with them about why they're not a cat and how they have no qualities of a cat. No, I'm not. I'm obviously not going to do that, right? But that doesn't mean that they are a cat.
So, yeah, Jake, I don't care about this dumb argument anymore. Like, literally, you can do this day in and day out until your face turns blue. Trans people are still going to exist, and like, some of them are going to be women, and some of them are going to be men, and some of them are going to be non binary. And like, you're just going to have to fucking get over it at some point.
Can I ask one more question?
Sure.
Okay. Should we call like the WNBA a cisgendered uh
No, that's stupid.